Previously, we asked this question. What are some major areas where consumer rights violations occur? Based on their PMR, our entrepreneurial team identified three market segments.
The main industries that we selected for a market segmentation were related first with the airlines, second with the health insurance problems, and telecom, especially internet deliveries and cable TV.
Now that we have our segments, healthcare, airlines, telecom, what should be done next? Think about that for a moment. I would suggest we now need to understand the specific problems in each segment. The bigger the problem, the greater your impact. Let's start with healthcare.
You pay for this for your entire life, expecting to use it when you need. And when you get old and you start to thinking about going to pension and everything, you need more healthcare. It's obvious. That's the goal of these payments around all your life. And they start to deny you treatment, start to deny you medicines. Little by little, they start to deny what you need. And even if you are younger as well, it often happens that you discover to have a disease, let's say pretty bad disease like cancer, and they will tell you, okay, but probably you had this disease before you hired us, so you're not eligible for the treatment. This often happens, unfortunately, and these people, they need to be assisted.
Heartbreaking, right?
And in the case of airlines, what kind of issues can exist, John?
A canceled flight is a very common one. So the consumer buys a flight, they get prepared to take their flight, they either go to the airport or they get an email notification and their flight is canceled and they have to fly the next day. And so whatever event or obligation or business meeting, whatever they were doing, they miss some part of it or all of it, or delays may happen. Maybe my flight is an hour delayed and then I miss my connection and then I can't get to my final destination. Or there'll be situations with overbooking where they sell more tickets than the plane will actually be able to handle. And then there's problems with baggage. So there's a number of different types of problems that a consumer might experience with the airlines.
Now, Tiago, would you share also about the kind of issues that consumers can have in the telecom sector?
Yeah, it's pretty common that they are overcharged for services that they did not hire. And also, when they have a contract, the telecom companies, they do not respect the standards. So, for example, you get less internet speed than you paid for, you get less coverage than you paid for, and often this creates conflict between the consumer and the company. The consumers, many times, they won't pay for this. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm not going to pay for this service that wasn't what I supposed to receive. And they go to the blacklist as well. So sometimes by just having a conflict of internet speed, the person can lose all the credit that they would have around the bank just because of that.
Your job now is to pick one segment. You cannot target them all. You just don't have the resources to do it. Successful entrepreneurs start in a laser sharp way, but rapidly expand from there. To make that possible, you must compare your segments in a systematic way, apples to apples. So, can you think of a set of factors by which to judge the segments and ultimately pick one?